Hello students, in the last class we were learning about what are the effect of climate on different organisms and how they get adjusted in their surroundings. Today we will continue the same topic, climate and adaptation, but this time we will talk about different organisms found in tropical rainforest and desert areas. In these two types of regions, different organisms are found. Before starting that, I want to recall you the definition of adaptation. Adaptations are special features in the body of an organism to survive in the specific physiological factors or in the surroundings. Now, tropical rainforest. In these regions, climate is hot and wet. That means the temperature is also high and the rainfall is also ample in quantity. Now, in tropical rainforest, we will observe 4 layers. That means here the dense forests are found. Some trees are very tall, some are of medium size, and some are found in the form of herbs. Herbs means small type of plants in which stem is very tender and they can also be turned or can be bended in any direction. Such type of plants are called herbs. So in tropical rainforest we will observe the 4 layers. First is emergent layer. Emergent layer, it is made by tall trees and only few plants are found in this layer. And the animals which are found in this layer, that means those organisms which will live in emergent layer on such tall trees are like eagle, monkey, bat and some insects also. Now the second layer, just below the emergent layer, that is called canopy. Canopy is a dense layer of trees, that means most number of trees are found up to this layer and maximum number of organisms live in this layer. Almost 70 to 90% of life exists in this layer. Here some snakes, sloth, lizard, insect, birds, so many type of organisms you can find in this layer. This is the most dense layer of the tropical rainforest. Now, the third is understory. Understory will get less sunlight. Here the sunlight which will come through the canopy. That means canopy acts as a like a strainer, and through this strainer the light will pass through the pores found in between the leaves of the canopy, and from there this light will reach to the understory. And here some leafy herbaceous plants are found, that is some small plants are found, and only 2 to 15% sunlight only will get by this layer. So many animals like jaguar, frogs and leopards will be found there. Now the last layer, which is very near to the earth, to the floor, this is called forest floor. Here almost no vegetation, only some grass etc. can be found, and trees or plants will not grow in this layer. But some animals like anteaters, snakes, mice, insects etc. are found in this layer. Now we will take example of some organisms, how they are adapted to live in tropical rainforest. First is lower-tailed macaque. This is an arboreal animal. Arboreal. This term arboreal means those organisms which spend most of their time on trees. These are called arboreal. Like monkey, squirrel, these are the example of arboreal animals. In lower-tailed macaque, because it is arboreal animal and it spends most of its time on trees, it will also want to go from one tree to another. So its strong hands, its strong muscles and long muscular tail will help this lower-tailed macaque to move from one tree to another tree. Now, mane is the large hair growth around its face. This is called mane. It is also found on the face of this lower-tailed macaque. And the third is food. Food means what type of food told it is a herbivorous and it eats different plant parts like leaves, fruits, branches, etc. Now second we take the example of red-eyed tree frog. Mostly you find that frog is an amphibian and it can live both inside the water and on the land also. But this is a specific frog which lives on the tree tops, branches and leaves, etc. It so camouflage. Camouflage is a specific protection method used by many animals. Camouflage means many organisms can hide themselves in the surroundings by changing their color or by merging their body color into the color of the surrounding or some specific structure also. So this red-eyed tree frog is green in color and has some yellow colored strips on the body of it. So it is very easy for this frog to hide itself in between the plants, in between the green leaves of the trees. So it can protect itself from its predators. Predators means those organisms which can eat it, they can hunt it. Now about red eyes, so you can see in the picture that this frog has like a ball-like red colored eyes which can easily scare anyone. Now nocturnal. Nocturnal means those organisms which are more active during night time and they are less active during daytime are known as nocturnal animal, and this frog is also nocturnal. Now toucan. This lives on tree and it feeds on the lizards and birds which are found in nearby it, and it has strong and sharp beak which you can see in the picture. Now, one narrow tongue is also found. With the help of that, it can easily swallow its food. Now we will talk about Asian elephant. It is a large-sized big animal, and you know that in all elephants large ears are found, and they continuously wave their outer ears, that means ear pinna, continuously. Because these large ears not only help for hearing but also help for maintenance of the body temperature. With the help of waving these large sized ears, these elephants can lose their body heat and easily can maintain their body temperature. Now, in all elephants, their upper lip will be joined with the nose and it will form a long trunk, and this long trunk is very useful to them. Not only it help in breathing but also it help in like plucking some food, plucking the leaves, branches, etc., tearing anything or picking anything. In this manner it can lift also. So in different ways this tongue help: feeding, smelling, hear this breathing, etc. On all these fields this tongue will be helpful to these elephants. Now tusks. Tusks are the outer teeth, specific teeth which can be seen to us, and these are helpful for the elephants for tearing the food, tearing the branches or logs of wood, and it also helps them for protection. Now we talk about the another type of region, that is desert. Desert, as this term we listen, one small definition come in our mind, that deserts are hot and dry places. In desert, sandy soil is found, and all of you know about this. So in desert there is a extremely hot day and extremely cold night. That means during the daytime they will get the sunlight and it will make the area very hot, and as the sandy soil is found. And one specific feature of sandy soil is that it will become hot soon and it will become cool again easily. So during night times when the sandy soil will cool down and that there is no sunlight, at that time the nights will be very cold. So deserts have extremely hot days and extremely cold nights. All of you know that there is a lack of water, scarcity of water. So these animals have to develop some specific feature in their body. They have some specific features in their body to survive in such adverse conditions of the climate. Now, first we take the example of camels. You have already learned many adaptations regarding this camel from in your lower classes also. So you can see the picture also again. From we will start from the paws. Its paws are padded. With the help of these padded feet, they can easily walk on the sandy soil. If you want to walk on the sandy soil, your legs can sink inside the soil. But camel will not sink because its padded feet help them to walk easily on the sandy soil. Second point we can take of long legs. Its long legs will keep its body farther from the heat of the sandy soil and protect it from the heat of the sandy soil. Third, on its knees, some pad-like structure is found. When it will kneel down, this pad will protect its knees from heat of the sandy soil, from damaging also. Next point we can take of thick skin. Its thick skin will prevent the water loss due to sweating. So it will not lose any more water because already there is lack of water and water should be reserved in its body. Now we take another point of hump. In its hump it can store food and water both for many days. So without drinking water, without eating food, camel can survive for many days. Now eyelashes. Eyelashes are also helpful for camel, and how it is helpful? If we are walking in the sandy soil and wind speed is also high, the sand can enter in our eyes and can damage to our eyes, and we will feel inconvenient at that time. But camel always walks in the sandy soil, but it will not face any such type of problem because its long eyelashes which will protect the eyes from the entering the sandy soil in it. In this manner, camel can adjust itself in such adverse conditions of the desert. Now, kangaroo rats. These rats are nocturnal. Nocturnal means at the time of night only they will be more active. And why it is so? Because during daytime the heat is more and on land is also very warm. That's why it is not easy for these rats to come out. So at the night time they will come out from their burrows and they will wander here and there and in search of food. And that's why these are called nocturnal animals. Now one important point of kangaroo rat is that it will do not drink water. And if it will not drink water, how it can survive without water? Because whatever the seeds it eats, it will fulfill the requirement of water from these seeds. And in this manner, kangaroo rat can live without water. Now we take the example of Phoenix fox. As in this picture you can see that it has long ears, and these long ears these large ears will help in blowing the air and it will keep the body cool. In this manner, many organisms have some specific features in their body to adjust themselves in the surroundings.